So this year I decided I wanted to read more books. Reading is an indulgence or a pastime of mine that I love, but with 4 kids at the time, at the beginning of the year, it was 3 kids, I didn't always have time for it. So I downloaded an app at the beginning of the year called Goodreads, so I could review books, check out what other people thought of books, get recommendations, but mostly it was just to track my progress. So recently I was sent Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris, and it was a really, really good read. It's one that I read in one day. I totally devoured it. And I actually think this book is probably best devoured with chocolate. It's a psychological thriller, and so I needed something to just nibble on or nosh on while I was reading it. But I can totally see why in so many of the reviews that it's compared to Gone Girl. While the story is completely different, the writing style is a lot different, it also has that same tone of kind of wondering where the story is going. You're really into it. You're rooting for the lead character to get out of this situation. And I think that's what made me want to keep reading it, is the fact that I didn't want to put the book down not knowing what was going to happen. I wanted to make sure that the heroine of the story won. We'll just put it that way without giving away too much of what the story actually is about. I might have to feed her. Really, my favorite thing about the book was it just made me think about people and the way I look about people. Yeah, that didn't make sense. The way I look at people. And sometimes not realizing what may be happening behind closed doors, quote unquote. But really just the way that she was kind of crying out to the people around her in her own way, but they couldn't see and couldn't tell. And so, you know, what might be behind that smile, or maybe what's behind that rude comment, or, you know, when people act out, what's really happening in their own lives and in their own homes. And just kind of made me think about that, made me have more a feeling of grace towards the people that I come in contact with, and maybe what I can do in my own life to make their day better. They might be going through some rough things or some tough things. What can I do? Maybe just a smile or a gesture to make their day just a little bit better. So that's what I thought about this book. If you happen to pick it up and read it, or you have other recommendations for me, tag me at Tabitha Blue on Twitter or Instagram, or use the hashtag FreshMommyReads. I've got some reviews on my blog of other books that I started out reading at the beginning of the year. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Subscribe to this channel, leave me a thumbs up if you liked this review, and there'll be more for you here on this channel and at freshmommyblog.com. I'll see you next time.